wow, that is incredible, Simon. That is amazing. Could that possibly be a sunrise?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, let's go with that. Go and slide that back. No, just you can leave it on top. We know what it is now. It was an anticlimactic moment in hindsight, but he drew a random thing and it matched. That's incredible. But anyway, Simon, please take a seat. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a question. Why the Eiffel Tower?
What?
Well, you said everything happens for a reason. You could have put anything in that box, so why the Eiffel Tower?
Well, of course I had a reason, but you're not going to like it.
Try me.
Do you want to know why I chose the Eiffel Tower, ladies and gentlemen?
Sure.
Sure. Very good. Very enthusiastic.
You're all on my side. This is good.
Good. When the Eiffel Tower was built in 1889, it was the tallest structure in the world. The tallest thing any group of people had ever come together and built in the entire history of the world, and it does absolutely nothing. It's not a functional building, it's just a giant observation platform with a kiosk at the top. So for all the time and the money that went into it, it's completely pointless.
So what? It's a metaphor or something?
Yeah, it's a metaphor for this show. And it's a metaphor for all magic shows and for all art, and it's a metaphor for life itself.
Oh, life itself.
Expensive, time-consuming, fundamentally pointless, but we do it because we can. Thank you! Thank you! The first time I've got to clap.
Is that it?
Actually, that's not it. There's another reason. See, the Eiffel Tower isn't just a metaphor for the act of the creation of art in the face of the futility of existence. It's also a symbol. A symbol of Paris, which makes it a symbol of food and art and fashion and wine and culture and romance.
Romance.
Yeah, the most romantic city in the world. It's almost like a great big red heart, like the Ace of Hearts. The card that Emma chose earlier in the show, the card that I planted in your mind. Like I said, it all happens for a reason. In fact, if you look at the A in the corner, it even looks like the Eiffel Tower, as does the triangle.
That doesn't look anything like the Eiffel Tower.
No, not much. You have to use your imagination a little bit. But if we add the Ace of Hearts, thank you. Some people are like, what? And other people are like, oh, that's very good.
You have way too much time on your hands.
That's true, I do. You don't even know the half of it. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I wasn't even going to point this out, but she is really going to hate this. Simon, when you were up here before, we gave you a book.
Yes.
And I asked you to choose a word in that book. And you had to choose a name. You chose 2 words. What did you choose?
Fat lady.
Fat lady, exactly. And what does the fat lady have to do with the Eiffel Tower? Nothing, surely, except that they made that book into a movie. Does anyone happen to remember the actress who played the fat lady in that movie? Anyone at all?
Oh, wasn't it Dawn French?
Dawn French. Dawn French. Look it up if you don't believe me, but that's not, no, wait for it. If I do what Simon did, and I draw a taco,
This is the show ever. I love
this is the best show ever, actually. God, the pen. There we go. If I draw a taco, what am I doing with my life? If I draw a taco and then we redefine it as a rising sun, it's a French dawn!
Oh, it's a pun!
It's a miracle!
It's a pun!
It's genius! It's destiny!
Well, but why was there a ninja on the stage?
Ninja?
Well, you still haven't answered my first question.
I've answered it 3 times!
But that's all subjective.
Of course it's subjective. Because magic is subjective, Katie. Because art is subjective. Because life is subjective. There is no correct interpretation of reality. It's entirely dependent on how it is perceived. That is the point of it. That is what I do. What more do you want from me?
I want a straight answer. I don't want any more metaphors. I don't want puns. I don't want any of this Mr. Squiggle bullshit. I want one single empirical reason why it had to be the Eiffel Tower.
Empirical.
Yes. Come on.
Simon, do you have Wikipedia on your phone?
No.
Do you have a web browser on your phone?
Give me
I don't
yours.
have data.
Do you have a phone?
I do have a phone.
You do have a phone. You don't have a web browser. You don't have Safari?
I don't have data.
You don't have data. Okay, I
Come on,
do.
someone
If anyone
No,
else...
I want to do this. You could cheat. You could cheat.
You want to do this?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Give me your phone.
No, that is your phone. That is my phone. It's been a long festival, ladies and gentlemen. Does anyone else open up Wikipedia and go to the Wikipedia page for the Eiffel Tower? And if anybody doesn't believe me, feel free to do that yourselves, or do this after the show. Yes, I can see the woman who finally got the arrows underneath. I remember that. She's getting it up the Wikipedia page. Okay, that is the Eiffel Tower. Excellent. If you scroll down, you can see, look, uncanny likeness there of the Eiffel Tower. I think you did an excellent job, Simon. We scroll down, we can't see that. You need to move it close to the camera.
Sorry.
There we go. As you can see, record height, tallest in the world. And then the coordinates.
Oh.
48 degrees. Move it closer. 51 minutes, 29.6 seconds north. 2 degrees, 17 minutes, 40.2 seconds east. Ladies and gentlemen, you chose the numbers. You chose the Ace of Hearts. You chose Dawn French. You chose the Fat Lady. You chose the triangle. You knew it was the Eiffel Tower. That is how you tie everything together into a neat narrative bow. That is what I call the towering conclusion. How's that for a grand plan? Ladies and gentlemen, give Simon a huge round of applause.
You know from Paris as well. So.
Oh, okay, well, wonderful. I went to Paris quite recently, actually. So, yes, I
That's
did.
how you, the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
That's how you bought the. This?
No, actually, I bought that here. It was a lot cheaper. Seriously. Like, wonderful, beautiful city. Expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ben Sheldon. That is the Mystery Box. I really hope that you enjoyed it. This was our final night. We have a few more amazing shows left in the festival tonight. If you haven't seen Pop Hayden, go and see him. He is better than anyone else. And there are two guys in the audience tonight who are doing a show at 9:30. The show is called Dom and Dumber. I saw it last night. It is outstanding. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for coming and for supporting Live Magic. Good night. Huge round of applause to my friend Katie. She has been an absolute trooper in helping out. The show wouldn't exist without her. Let's give her a